सत श्री अकाल जी, मैं अमनदीप सिंह पिरामिड ई सर्विसेज ਦੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਪਲੇਟਫਾਰਮ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫੇਰ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹਾਂ। ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ, ਗੁੱਡ ਈਵਨਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਗੁੱਡ ਆਫਟਰਨੂਨ to all the viewers who are watching us on our Facebook channel, where we are trying our best to bring all our partners on board to make sure that the important and correct information is provided to you, so that you're on the right track without getting any miscommunication or taking any rumor that is around you, or hearing from people around you, and you don't spoil your case or harm your application in any way. So continuing that trend, I'm really honored and thankful to Dwayne, who represents as a regional manager of recruitment at one of the most prominent institution of Canada and a great partner and ally of Pyramid Services, that is Niagara College, Canada. The college needs no introduction. It's one of the most popular college of Canada and a really popular college in the Indian student community. Pyramid Services has been recruiting hundreds of students over the years, and we are really proud to say that it's a very important partner of Pyramid Services. So I hope all the viewers who are watching us right now are keeping well and are ready with us on this joy ride of learning about Niagara College and how things are at the college during these tough times of COVID-19. So Joanne, thank you so much for joining us from Canada. We are really thankful that you took some time out and are doing this session early morning with us. So firstly, how are you doing? How are things with you?
Hi, Amandeep. Good morning and greetings to all. I hope all the students are doing well, as you said, and keeping well and safe and staying strong. Of course, thank you to Amandeep and our partners at Pyramid E-Services for hosting the session. We're always happy to work closely with you and to provide these, as you said, informative sessions to students to make sure that they know what's going on. I'm sure they have lots of questions about, if they've already applied for the fall, what to expect, and then how do I apply for January and March? And I'm here to answer any questions that you think the students might want to learn about Niagara College.
Thank you so much for sharing that, and I'm really happy to know that you are keeping well and safe with your family. So Dwayne, one of the very first question obviously in the mind of students is about how things are in Canada right now. They would really like to know where they are planning to study or going to study, how things are over there. And you yourself are based out in Ontario, and I'm sure you must have got vaccinated as well. So could you share with our viewers about the situation in Canada right now, about the vaccination or the COVID-19 situation?
Sure. So we were in a stay-at-home order for a couple of months, which was lifted on June the 2nd. And now we're going into phase one, actually tomorrow at midnight, we're going into phase one of our reopening. And the government of Ontario is basing this on the percentage of Ontarians that have been vaccinated. So 68% of people from Ontario have had their first vaccination. I am one of them. So the strategy here has been to delay the second shot a little bit in order to have more people receive their first shot. And so like I said, I've had my first shot. A lot of my adult friends and colleagues have also received their first shot. So we're opening things up a little bit more this weekend. And then we'll be in a period for 3 weeks. We'll be in phase one. And then after 3 weeks, if the numbers have not increased too much, then we're going into phase two. So things are opening up. Things are getting promising. Of course, we're entering our summer here. It's not as hot right now as it is in India, but for us, we've had beautiful spring weather. It's been like 25 degrees Celsius, up to 30 this week, which is great. And I think everybody's just really excited about moving forward. There's a real sense of that we're getting through this, and we're starting to look forward to our future and where things can get back to normal. And I'm sure you are in India as well.
Oh yeah, we are. Things got pretty rough lately in India, but to start off, I'm happy to know that things are getting better in Canada. Everybody's getting vaccinated. And we are hopeful that if not September, January is going to be an in-person model for the students, and the students can fly out for education in Canada. So, currently, if I talk about India, you must be aware the situation since April got a little rough. Lately, the numbers are getting down. People are getting vaccinated. Because of our huge population, it's a little tough, but our government is quite supportive and following it very aggressively to vaccinate everybody. I got my first dose as well. So, but this impacted the examination, this impacted the IELTS examinations, and then medicals were not possible for the student, which again impacted the visa application. We as an agency are telling the students that please make sure you do those exercises, you take those steps which are possible, and then keep on doing those when the other ones which when they are available, so that your application comes in line for the college or at the embassy for visa, and you don't get into the queue way back, and that's going to increase the gap for your application. So as a college, as in Canada, and before I put across the question, recently there's a news that IELTS examinations registrations has started once again, which is a good sign, but still it's going to take a while. But how do you see as a college, that what steps Niagara College or Canadian government has taken, apart from the ones which we have spoken about, to support the situation in India, to support the international students in India?
Sure. First of all, I just wanted to say that, on behalf of Niagara College, we've been quite concerned about our friends in India, and we just wanted to say that we hope that you're all doing well again, and I'm glad to hear the situation is improving. There has been, as a result, as students are probably aware, as a result of the high number of cases in India, there was a travel ban that started on April 22nd. It was extended until May 22nd and has been extended until June 22nd. And we're very hopeful, because the cases have gone down in India and in Canada, that that travel ban will be lifted for after June 22nd. Students are able to travel during the travel ban if they come from a third country. But please note, if you do that, there are some additional costs involved. And so that's something the students really need to investigate carefully to see if they want to make that choice.
Right.
Because you do need to enter Canada after having a negative COVID test in that third country. So please be aware of that. And then when you do arrive, you will need to have a 3-day quarantine with the federal government. And then from there, you'll come and you'll complete another 11 days with the Niagara College quarantine program.
Right.
So we have an amazing quarantine team. They'll take great care of you. The cost of the quarantine is altogether with the federal and the Niagara College quarantine is about $2,800, but Niagara College is subsidizing up to $1,400 for each student. So it's really important, if any students are planning travel, that they reach out to our quarantine team and do not book their travel dates until they've confirmed that our quarantine team can accommodate them. I'm sure you can understand, like, a lot of students are coming and it's very logistical. Students will get tested for COVID also while they're doing their quarantine. We're organizing this with Niagara Public Health. So that's just something to be aware of. Another thing we're doing at Niagara College is, so we've determined our program delivery for the fall. So Amandeep, afterwards, I can share some resources with you that you can share with the students. So we do have program planning for the fall, so students can see if your program is being delivered online or if it's being delivered hybrid. So at Niagara College, it's a real, our strength is our applied learning philosophy. And so a lot of the programs have strong lab components. And so those are the programs where where they're going to be delivered hybrid, and students will need to be in class, which means you're going to be on campus for part of your studies and also learning online for part of your studies, because we want to maintain social distancing, of course. And
Absolutely.
And then with the online learning, so students only need to have applied for their study permit before they start their programs if they're studying online. So as Amandeep has mentioned, continue with your plans, check to see if your program is being delivered online or hybrid, because if it is online, then you do still have time to apply for that.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you so much for giving an insight about it. One of my next question is in relation to this only. Because of the current situation, the students are unable to get the results or probably are unable to give the exams for both English language as well as their academics. So is Niagara College providing any additional support on that in terms of conditional offer letter or anything like that?
Sure. So you can apply with Duolingo if you're not able to get your IELTS, and that's also something that you might want to consider just to get the ball rolling if you're intending on studying. So an Duolingo, it costs about $50 Canadian, and you can have the results in 48 hours. So you can be accepted to Niagara College with a conditional offer, but we do need to have some sort of language proficiency submitted with that, right? So you can submit your Duolingo. Another way we're accommodating students is we've had a really student-friendly deferral and withdrawal policy during this time. So if, for example, you've applied for your program and it's being delivered online, you can start your studies in September. And if you don't receive a decision as late as October 29th, then you can defer at no cost to the next available term. However, students just need to be aware if they are studying hybrid, it's good that you need to have your study permit probably by the beginning of August, because you still need to arrange time to travel and then check in with our quarantine team to make sure you can travel and with their travel dates and in time to start your classes. So I would just say for those hybrid students to keep an eye on things, keep communication with our partners at Pyramid and with our team at Niagara College. And if you do not have your study permit in time and you are studying hybrid, you can either defer to the next available intake, or you can switch to an online program, right? So our team will work with you. We have great counselors at Pyramid, and also our team can help counsel students on what might be another great program option for them there.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Again, very insightful update on this. And I'm sorry, because of the information that you're providing, I'm having a few more questions to ask about.
Please. That's
about
good.
the same. So the pointers that you have mentioned, so I'm sure the viewers would like to know about the two questions. One is how September is looking right now. Is it going to be online, hybrid? And can they apply for September and January? What about these intakes? Is September still available, and is January open to apply?
Sure. So we have a program availability page, which either your counselor at Pyramid can share with you, or students can Google it, Niagara College program availability, and it'll come up. So if you're interested in applying for the fall, we do have quite a few programs that are waitlisted, but there are some open programs. I would suggest that you double check if that program is online or hybrid, because if it's hybrid, it's probably not a good idea for you to apply for September. But like I said, you can still apply for online programs for the fall, and you have time to apply for your study permit. If you receive your study permit in the middle of the term, so you get your study permit in November, you can come at that point to Niagara College and continue to study online. I think, and then also for January, yes, we're fully open. Again, students can take a look at the program availability page. The programs will be, I'm assuming some will be delivered hybrid as well, but we want to get, online as well. But, as a college, we are trying to move forward to an online, on-campus delivery as much as possible. But we also know that there's restrictions globally. And so we're really trying to accommodate our local health regulations along with what's happening globally to accommodate our international students, like our students coming from India.
Absolutely. Perfect. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Joanne, for giving the information about the September and January intake. So viewers who are watching us right now, please be aware that you can apply for January intake as well. And like I've been sharing with you, that Pyramid Services is one of the trusted partner of Niagara College Canada. So we can help you out with any of the information that you require about your eligibility at the college, but also the programs which are fit for you. And like Joanne has shared, that there's a link from where you can refer to the information about the programs. So you can always take help from Pyramid Services team. And Moving ahead, Joanne, so Niagara College needs no introduction. The college is, renowned globally, and also, in Indian community is very, very popular. A lot of students come to us themselves and say they want to study at Niagara College. But if for the viewers, probably the parents who or the students who are joining us for the first time, who are about to give their 12th exams or about to get their results, it would be great if you can share a bit about the college, about the foundation, the USPs, and also about the programs and the eligibility for those programs. It would be great. I know it's a lot to talk about, but if you can share a bit about that, it would be great.
Sure. Okay, so first of all, Niagara College, we're located in the region of Niagara. It's about 100 kilometers southwest of Toronto. There's 450,000 people in the Niagara region. It's beautiful here. We have Lake Ontario in the north, Lake Erie in the south, Niagara River running through, and that's of course where Niagara Falls is. And I'm sure many of our students have heard about the beautiful Niagara Falls, it's about 15 minutes from our Niagara on the Lake campus and about 30 minutes from our Welland campus. So those are our two main campuses. In Niagara on the Lake, which is also called our Daniel J. Patterson campus named after our last president, Dr. Daniel Patterson. There we have School of Business, School of Environment and Horticulture, Hospitality, Tourism and Sport. We also have, I'm missing one of them, a Canadian Food and Wine Institute. I can't forget that. So we have programs. Because of our location in the Niagara region, we have a lot of wineries in the region. We're one of the 3 wine regions in Canada. So you can study anything related to wine and viticulture there. Also at the Welland campus, we have our School of Technology, our School of Trades, our School of Allied Health, our School of Nursing, our School of Media, and our School of Justice and Fitness. So depending on what the student wants, we have over 110 programs, the different credential levels. So we have 1-year undergraduate certificates. We have 2- and 3-year diplomas. We also have 3 degree programs that students can apply for, and we have 14 postgraduate certificates. So lots of different program options depending on whether the student has completed their 10+2 or they already have a degree and they're ready to come to Canada to continue their studies. So you asked about admission requirements. So for undergraduate, so for diploma, undergraduate certificates and diploma level, you're going to need a 6.0 Ielts with one band of 5.5. And then for postgraduate certificates and degree programs, it's 6.5 overall with no bands under 6. And then for the academics, it does vary depending on the credential and then also on whether it's a national, state, or state technical school board. So for that, also we do have some programs that require additional they're very specific about what the eligibility requirements are. So that's where our partners at Pyramid come in, because the counselors there, we've been working with Pyramid for a long time and very closely. And so the team there is very familiar with the eligibility requirements for all of our programs. So that's when I would recommend that you connect with Pyramid, and one of the counselors there can support you with finding the right program for you.
Perfect. Absolutely, Joanne. We'll be happy to help any of the student who is looking for an opportunity to study at Niagara College. Our counselors are, experienced and experts of education in Canada. They have helped a lot of students to live their dream. And if you want to know more on that, we'll surely be able to help you out. So Joanne, one of my last question for you is the fee structure, which I think the parents have in their mind as one of the most important questions when they're looking at the education in Canada. So could you be able to share an average fee structure for the undergrad and postgrad programs at the college?
Sure. So for the undergraduate diplomas, I would say you're looking at between 17 and 19,000 Canadian dollars per year. So some of the programs will be a little bit more because they have higher material fees. As I mentioned earlier, we're very strong in applied learning. And so some of those programs have really a strong lab component. So for example, culinary management, it's a 2-year diploma. The material fees include all of the food. And so I know the program might be a bit more expensive because of that, but what I tell students is you don't have to worry because you'll be able to keep all that food that you're cooking and bring it home. And you're going to spend less money on groceries. So, but we do have different material fees tied to different programs. For the for the degree level, those are about 20,000 Canadian dollars per year, but we do have a very generous scholarship where students can get up to 20,000 dollars Canadian in scholarships. So basically getting 3 years of study of a 4-year degree for the cost of, getting 4 years of study at the cost of 3. So that's with the degree programs. And then with the postgraduate certificates, they're approximately 19,500 Canadian per year. And students, based on whether they're applying for the study, direct student visa application or a general study permit, they would either pay the full year fees or one-term fees. And that's something that, again, Pyramid can help you decide which visa application you would like to proceed with.
Perfect. Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much for sharing the fee structure. And again, I think the most valuable aspect which the students and the viewers, or I should say, or the parents would take away from the session is the insight that you are providing about the programs or the fee structure or the college in itself or the approach carried out by the college for during these tough times is really valuable. And still, the viewers, if you want to know more about the college, you can always connect with Pyramid E-Services. We have our number shared on the screen for your reference. I know the COVID times have, put us back at home. Recently, things have got a little lenient, and I won't say completely, but that, the restriction have been lifted at few of the places. We have our offices open, but you can always call us if you don't want to travel or visit our office. But if you're planning to visit, we always suggest to only bring the decision makers. Don't bring too many people, because that way there's going to be a lot of crowd and we won't be able to give you as much as time that you want to spend with us. If there are less people, we'll give you more time. So that's the benefit you will have if you have only limited people, probably your dad, your mother, or your brother or your sister who takes the decision for your education, who helps you in the decision for your education in Canada. So on that note, thank you so much, Joanne, for this valuable session. I genuinely believe it was quite productive and learning for me as well. And I hope the same for the viewers. I hope you understood a bit more about Canada and the kind of policies and the approach Canada carries out to support the students. Canada has been really supportive to the students during these tough times, and it has found ways to ensure that students don't lose the hope of living the dream of education in Canada. So on that note, thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much. I hope this ends soon and we get back to our normal lives. But till then, this is the new normal.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add, so thank you to Pyramid for providing the opportunity for me to be here today and to talk a little bit about Niagara College. And I just want to say something that I don't know if I was able to say clearly, but so at Niagara College, you can see with our logo there, it says Applied Dreams. And we really, we know that each and every one of you has a dream that you want to fulfill. And so basically what we do is we work with our partners like Pyramid. They're going to help you figure out where you need to go in order, what is your academic, what is the best academic choice for you to fulfill your dreams. And then when you get here, we're going to take care of you. We're going to support you. We're going to make sure that you have everything you have to succeed, both academically and non-academically on campus. So please, if you have any questions, please reach out to our partners at Pyramid. And again, thanks, Amandeep. It's always great to see you. And hopefully I'll be visiting your office again soon in person. But until then, we'll just keep meeting here on Zoom.
Same here. All right. Thank you so much, and have a great day ahead.
Okay, you too. Take care.
Visa for a better life.